Going into prospecting, you have to obviously try and find the companies that you want to look for. One way I was going on LinkedIn, I'm trying to think of a company. So I write in residential builders, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look.
I'll do the same as well, just so I can follow what you're saying.
Yeah, so I just write in residential builders. And so you type in residential builders.
Yep. And then are you clicking on see all results, or are you just...
Yep, see all results. Yep. Yep. So don't worry about the people. You don't want to worry about the people just yet.
Okay.
So you just want to go company results for all builders, and you go see all.
So, okay, so now it just says LinkedIn member. Okay, let's see.
So if you want to...
So you go more, you go companies?
Yep, you go companies.
Yep.
Okay, then you have all of these different builders come up. Now, I'll give you a good example of something I was doing. Was modular builders. Now, modular builders were quite unique. That's when they... it was like environmental friendly modular builders. And the different ways to be looking at would be in Google. Google is like top 10 or modular builders in Victoria, and it come up with lists and lists of people. And you just get their number, look at their website. If you want to look at your LinkedIn, sorry, I'm being a bit annoying here.
No,
but I might do modular builders. I might look at
I'll type that in as well.
Yeah, try that. All right, I'll start with an easy one. So if you look at modular builders, just go to... Do you see?
So you got in companies as well.
Hopefully this still works.
Oh, yeah,
this is the way I was.
Yep.
Yeah, so just click on... Okay, this is where it gets really cool. Okay, so you got a huge construction company in Australia. Okay,
Yep.
Probably the chance of getting that is they're a tier 1, so they're hard. However, if you look down the bottom right, you'll see similar pages.
How do you know that they're a tier 1? Is it just Googling, seeing their revenue?
You can look at their revenue, yeah, but I know they're tier 1 just because I see them everywhere in the city. Just that's another thing as well, to be observant. And just when you go out, look at different signs and stuff, because it's a good way of starting a conversation. Just being open. You see cranes everywhere, all in Melbourne. If you look down the right-hand side and you click on similar pages and you do show more, it comes up.
Side.
So you look down the right-hand side, you see similar pages.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you click on that open more.
Show more, yep.
And it just keeps on coming up with more and more companies that are similar to what you're looking up. In this case, these companies are all really, really big. But if you keep on clicking, if you click on another one, go through and you do look at more. And it comes up with similar pages more and more. So you get like an endless stream of just keep on going of companies that are exactly the same as what you're looking up.
Wow.
And you can just keep on doing that. And that's a lot of the times that I do that is I'd look up sort of like a niche builder, but not like, or if you look at first home builders, for instance, you look up first home builders and you look down similar pages and it'll come up with all other first home builders in Victoria. And you just keep on clicking at them. You'll get the research. And what you do is you look on the left-hand side, Brandon, you look at about. You see the about area? Click on the about and it'll tell you your company size. It'll give you details of specialities, founded, your company size. So it tells you straight away of the amount of people there. And now this is the really cool part. If you go down to people, you see the people area? Okay, so that people area, you can find out who are the right people to contact in the business. So if you want to look at people who was in charge of looking at insurance, I'll just write in finance and click enter.
So you're just typing in where it says search employees by title or keyword?
Yep, just put finance.
Yep.
And then you'd scroll down and it comes up with all your financial managers. And what you'd look at is you'd take a guess, right? You'd take a guess, but most likely you'd find out who the main person is. And you get the chief financial officer.
Okay.
I
was on a different group.
Oh, a different group. But if you look on there, so look at, you see that? And what you do is you copy their name. You get the name from there. And then what you do, you've had a look at about their about. So it tells you how many employees are there. They'll give you an idea when you look at the company size of how big your company is. And if you want to like a SME, which is a small, medium enterprise, you probably, depends on what you want to look for.
Yep.
But I mean, you probably, if you want to go in the millions area, it'd probably be a bit, I don't know, 50 and over, 50 to 100 employees. You might get a multi-million-dollar company.
Mm.
This one's obviously might even be in, I'm not going to say billions, but similar. You obviously wouldn't go for this unless you had the capabilities. But that's a good idea of looking at and making your own judgment on how you think the company will be going. It also is a good idea as well just to read articles on that sector you're looking at, just to see how they're tracking. Right now, I have no idea, like, because it'll give you an idea of seeing if anyone's become bankrupt, man, or someone who's gone out of business. Because I remember, for instance, a good example was that look at those modular builders. There wasn't much money in it, and I remember looking a couple of months down the line, one of the companies had gone out of business that I'd been prospecting, and we were meant to go to. They ran out of money. Yeah. So it's a good idea to always, if you're doing prospecting, to check out the news on the area
Yep.
and see if there's any trends or anything that's happening.